bother everybody. Let's do this. Lindwell. Well, it's unfortunately not quite time for sleep, because I have to do things. Hi, everybody. Due to illness, Drumboardist will not be playing this game. It will instead be me, Drumboardist. I shamelessly stole that bit from, oh, what's his name? The angry guy that nobody likes because he stole from everybody else. Anyways, hello. This is, Dragon Ball Z Super Saiya Densetsu, aka the Legend of the Super Saiyan. So, any percent, I did this last year. It's not going to get any easier, trust me, to understand, because if you're familiar with the show, I'm sorry. If you're not familiar with the show, why? Because I actually have to play it in Japanese for the glitches to work. Can't think of the guy's name. Bill Maher. No. I'm sure somebody will come up with it. He was on Rescue Me, the lead in that. You know, that angry guy. Dennis Leary, that's the man's name. Stole from him just like he stole from a whole bunch of other people. Oh well. Anyways. I don't really know where to start with the plot of this game because we rapidly just throw it out the window. Like, the game's trying to explain the plot to you right here, right now, and if you can read Japanese, great, and if you can't, I don't fault you. I don't know where I put my Japanese dictionary, so I guess I won't be trying to translate any of this for you at all. So, just brass tacks, get it out of the way. Dragon Ball TV show, long-running manga. The first run of the TV show, 153 episodes long. You're a little bit behind because this is the sequel series, Dragon Ball Z. Where our main character finds out that he's an alien after having a kid. And then this alien decides to try and use that kid as leverage to get him to kill everyone on the planet. And instead of doing that, he teams up with his arch rival, and then everything goes off the rails from there. Why don't we just go ahead and start so you can see what's going on, and then immediately lose the plot. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go! Helps if I hit start, doesn't it? So that's the evil brother. He is flown along. He has kidnapped the small child in the center of the screen there, and now he's gone. So we need to track him down. Good fun times. But the first thing that you have to do, as in most RPGs, is you have to speed up the text speed, which I have done. I talked to Bulma, she gives me the Dragon Radar, and since this is radar percent, that's kind of an important item. And now we're just going to turn off combat, because you can do that in this game. I didn't know that until about, 3-4 years ago? I wrote the guide for this on GameFAQs 25 years ago. Hi, I'm old, by the way, and I'm in a fight. So I get to immediately demonstrate the crux of the glitches here. So the inputs... Oh, no, I guess I can't because I didn't buy the item yet. We'll just run. Okay, we ran. The inputs in this game are actually very laggy, which is interesting. So I'm going to buy this item, which restores MP, or they call it key in this game, and then 3 items that let me change up all of the attack and defense cards at the bottom of the screen, because you don't have just standard attacks in a fight. Everybody has what's called their battle power, their power level, if you will. Goku is sitting at 416, and his arch rival, Piccolo, the green dude, he's at 408. So they're very hot on each other's heels. Or really just Piccolo is. But like I was saying, so the cards at the bottom of the screen modify, effectively, your offense. So you can see there's Dragon Balls at the top left and bottom right. And that, the higher the number, the better your offense is, and then it's the same for the defense as well as you can read it. I don't know why my emulator always cuts that off. So, inputs in this game are laggy. So I have a Dragon Radar. Lets me try and find the Dragon Balls. You know, the things that the show is named after. Here's one of them. But it won't let me use it because I'm in combat. Now, this item that I bought, which restores your key, excuse me, can't be used because both people are at full on their key. It says, no, you can't do that. But the inputs are laggy, so if I press up and A at the same time, I've now selected the Dragon Radar, but I'm trying to use the Healy item on the guy, but they won't actually use the Healy item, so it defaults down in the bottom left to using the radar, which you can't use in combat, but I just did, and now it just boots me out of combat entirely. So, we can skip most every fight that we want to in this game. And sometimes they'll just run, that's good too. So here we are, Dragon Ball in a cave. We all remember this part of the show, right? It's, they didn't have get used to that a lot. So enemies are just gonna keep running away from me a lot. That's perfectly fine. I'm gonna grab an item out of this, well, it's their version of treasure chests, because the big corporation in Dragon Ball is called Capsule Corps, and they put all their stuff in capsules. Surprise there. You know, nice little magic-y, science-y, shrinky down into little things you carry on you, and you have a house, a boat, a plane, a small child. Ooh, put that one back. I don't want that one. So we're just walking through the cave so we can get to the first boss. Yes, I still have that AOL account, by the way, which my GameFAQs account was tied to. So here's the first boss. Big surprise. It's your big, angry older brother named Raditz, who, well, you know, kidnapped your kid. We need to beat him up. But before we need to beat him up, we actually have to win a fight. Because the game doesn't believe that I have won a fight at this point. So I have to do that. And then I can walk up to this guy, this first boss, who, spoilers, is not actually your older brother. Just go with it. He's actually one of these guys that I'm fighting now, but the special kind that could turn into people he's looking at with a fraction of their power, but it still works. He's still a bit of a hoss. We go ahead and kill off these guys. We roll up on him, and because the last fight that I was in, the game said, "Oh, you beat a thing. Okay, the radar just works now." Because if you try to do that before, it boots you right back immediately to the start of the fight over and over again. You just have to reset it. So instead of doing that, I took a fight, I won a fight, I looked at my watch, and the boss is dead. But he then turns into the little Cyberman, which is what those guys are called. He turns into one of those, and you go, oh, they have the ability to do that. It would be really terrible if they turned into Frieza, the biggest, baddest, strongest dude in the universe. I'm not foreshadowing. What is with all of the fights today? Can I not be in these fights? Well, I did let the title screen roll for a really long time, so I honestly don't actually know where the RNG is right now. I'm usually a little bit better at it than this. Alright, actual Raditz. Here he is, and he's gonna monologue, and he's actually coded. You have to go get a special item to be able to hurt him at all, and then you usually just cutscene beat him. But again, look at my watch, and that's the first boss. So that happened. And now everybody else is like, oh, Goku's dead. By the way, Goku died. Did you see it? He was supposed to die in that fight. And then Piccolo's like, wow, Goku's kid is really strong. I'm going to kidnap him. Oh, and train him. Because these two more powerful guys just heard, oh, that planet has 7 magic balls. Giggity. That you imagine that they're listening on their earpiece. This is what I'm doing here. That can grant you anything you want, like immortality. Yeah, we're going to that planet. It's gonna take us like a year to get there. So here's the training montage of everybody going, oh, we should probably power up. We're donezo. None of us would have been able to beat that first guy by ourselves, who had a battle power of 1,500. Remember, Goku and Piccolo were in the 400s. Hello, thank you. That guy was 1,500. The two guys coming to the planet is 4,000 and 18,000. We're screwed. So everybody goes off and trains. Goku is dead. Oh no. So he found a place in the afterlife where he can go and train. So that's what he is going to do. And this is this is effectively just a fight, but they reskin it. So it looks like Goku is training instead of fighting. And of course, the best part about it is in the background is our everybody's favorite dancing monkey, Bubbles! What's up, Bubbles? He's actually really important to the speedrun, too. Because all of the items are based off of, like, characters. This character's item will do a certain thing. Bubbles will allow you to shut off combat when you're inside of places, like caves, where we can't turn off combat by just, using the controller. So we're gonna need a lot of help from Bubbles. It's just how it goes. Also, he's living his life to the fullest. He is monkeying around. Excuse me. He's having fun. He's kicking it. He's got a buddy named Gregory. He's watching Goku fall on his head a lot. Good times. Good times to be had by all. Every time Goku falls on his head, that means he either did not successfully damage the planet, which is just how far along he got in his training, or you have to defend against the 10 times Earth's gravity, like that, and you take damage if you fail. So, did he succeed? No, he failed, which means Goku took some damage. So, I got, 3 more cards to go that I need to be able to try and power through the planet here. Hopefully that'll happen. Hopefully. These don't look great, but it's not a huge amount of life. I might be able to get it done. There we go. Very nice. Good job, Goku. And he levels up. Yay. Sorry. So I get to do that again, but I can only use 6 of those cards, and those are all hot garbage. Yeah, those are better. I should be able to plow through 6. But then I have to do it again. I only get 3 cards, and you don't really get much more powerful on each of these level ups. You could just keep failing over and over and over again, and you get, I think, 15 experience. Which means I'd have to fail something like 40 times. And that also means Goku's just never gonna show up on Earth. By the time everybody else is fighting the Saiyans, they have already landed. Goku won't show up practically ever. That's not fun. It's not a good situation. Now, in the glitched category, I don't really care. We can work with this. We would prefer not to have to do workarounds, though. So both of these cards are crap. I'm just hoping something lands. Maybe it somehow wins out against the planet. Maybe I can successfully hurt the planet. I'm sorry, Bubbles. I know it sucks, but I gotta punch the ground now. This is the plan. I didn't say it was a good plan, but it's the plan. All right, what am I doing? What's happening? Oh, look at that! I failed and landed on my head. We're all surprised. So I got one more card. This is card number 6. I need a good one. That's the best I got. There's a reason I saved before I started. Hey, alright, here we go. Okay, so here's the difficult one. And you can't radar your way past these fights because it doesn't let you use items in these fights. Otherwise, I'd just look at my watch and we're done. Those aren't bad. I'm gonna try another roll, see if I can get better. That's a lot better. Was that a 6? So I got a 7, 6, a 5. Let's go with this one. I should be able to get through on these. If not, I have a safety save. With, you want to talk about grinding out the crazy, stupid RPG. Or the RNG, I guess I should say. In the RPG. Words are hard. Just gonna go. Right, so, alright, come on, good damage. That was half of the planet's life, so ideally we won't have to reset. Yeah, it's the dragon radar. Oh, sister of mine. Why do I need to explain? You know. Yes, it's the Dragon Radar, which you can't use in combat, which I think is kind of junk. I think if I wanted to, I should be able to look at my watch when I'm fighting somebody. Not a sound decision, but, you know, why not? Alright, that much is done. And now for the climactic finale. King Kai wants to fight us. Goku! We all remember that part, right? Just like we remember the part where Goku looked at his watch and said, "Oh, I won." Works for me. Bloody hell. I got a lot of the coughing going on. So, Dragon Balls were used. That's the dragon. He's kind of big. That below him was an island with a house. And they wish back Goku. Yay, Goku's back. Okay, where is he? He wasn't waiting at the gate of the afterlife. So, he's still flying back. Like, Goku. Meanwhile, the bad guys are here. Great. This'll go well. Spoilers. It does not go well for them. So, here's Piccolo and Gohan, you know, Goku's kid. And we have to go pick up the rest of the crew. Here's Krillin. Gotta get Krillin. And by the way, for those of you at home who are wondering how I'm shutting off combat, you just press Y 3 times and then X. Look at that. Combat's off. Whee! Here's Yamcha. Gotta get the Yamcha. We're gonna poke our head in and say hello to Bulma so we can reset our ability to turn off combat again. Bye, Bulma. Bye, Bulma. And now we do have to go get Chaozu and Tenshinhan. It's just how it goes, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because Chaozu's a creepy-looking clown baby thing that floats and has no nose and always pleasant. So let me go ahead and get rid of a couple items that I don't need anymore. Don't need that. I don't need that. And we're good. Let's go fight some Saiyans, shall we? I guess the proper nomenclature is Saiyajin, but whatever. And in case something happens to go off the rails somehow, I've saved the game. Right, so they want to test us and see how powerful we are. So they are going to send out one Cyberman, who, as you can see, has a robust battle power of 1200. So in response to that, I'm going to stare lovingly into Yamcha's eyes. Hi, Yamcha. I know in the show you exploded and died to one of these guys, but it's okay. You'll get your comeuppance. Let's use an item. No. Use an item. All right, you know what? Krillin, clear out some of these things. And okay, or Krillin's gonna go again. Or Krillin's gonna go again. Krillin, you're disappointing me. Piccolo, kill this thing. Right, so I just made a series of glitched cards that do a bunch of funny things, like just auto-kill enemies. That, and remember that part where everybody's battle powers were right around the 1200 mark, like these guys? That's different now. We are now the most powerful creatures in the universe. Do the thing, please. So I don't need to fight these guys anymore. So I'm going to look at my watch. We're going to skip away. Look, Goku's finally here, just in time for us to look at Nappa. Oh, wow, look at this guy. He's your big powerful one, huh? Veggie? Vegeta. Look at the other people around you, dude. Even Chaozu has a battle power of 75,000. You're done if you fight any of these guys. And you could just fight Nappa, and there's a cutscene where he kills off Piccolo because he's supposed to. And frankly, he's supposed to kill off just about everybody. Instead of any of that, I look at my watch, and Nappa's mysteriously dead. And everyone else is alive, including Piccolo, which presents other issues by itself here in a second. I don't want Veggie to die, so I just stun him with an item, and then Goku's gonna do nothing here. Oh, you did 1 damage. Good for you. And you're gonna waste more time by headbutting him. Good for you. Oh boy, I've done 4. There was a robust 4 damage. So, sorry, we need to go, join up with them, because he's like, no, let's fly further away from civilization and fight. No. I have a much better idea. Let me see. Who wants to get the kill? Piccolo. Piccolo, please take out Vegeta for me. They never fought at any point in time in the show. there it is. Piccolo 1, Veggie 0. So, in the manga and the show, Vegeta and Nappa, pretty much Nappa, they kill off Yamcha, they kill off Chaozu, they kill off Tenshinhan. Gohan and Piccolo, yes. Piccolo heroically, oh, I could have just grabbed the kid and dodged, but I'm gonna just tank the shot instead. Oh, and he's dead. And because the existence of the Dragon Balls and their magical properties are tied to his life, him and Kami, the god of the planet. Again, if you're not familiar with Dragon Ball, I don't know what you're doing here. This is not going to get any easier for you. So Piccolo dying means they can't use the Dragon Balls. So Veggie leaves, very angry. He finds out there's another planet that has Dragon Balls. He goes there. Now everybody is making a beeline for this place because, of course, they do. But Piccolo's still alive. So we don't need to go to this planet to collect the Dragon Balls. We're just taking everybody on an intergalactic tour. Let's go see things like that big pink creature who's igniting villagers. Well, that sounds fun. That sounds like something I wanna have everything to do with. Oh, he's targeting the children. Okay, Gohan, save the child. Whoppa! Did I just get kicked by a bowl cut? Whack! So you know what every good RPG needs? So good, it's the crux of combat in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Is a bullet dodging game. So, bullet dodging game. Oh, by the way, after the first 4, he's coded to not be able to hit you. So I'm just gonna hang out and wait for a bit. When I see the next corkscrew one, that means that it is actually random now. Oh no. And I took a hit, which changes the routing actually, because I don't get an item I need. It's not a huge change in the routing, it's just annoying that I have to do it. That's odd, because it should have been a corkscrew. Oh, it's because he was so near to the top of the screen that his bullets were flying up and off. That's fine. It's whatever. It's just like one less thing that I will be able to buy right this second. Or actually, 3 less things that I will be able to buy this second. Whatever. We successfully got away from him. We saved the child. Now we have to go deliver the child to a couple of Namekians, because we do not speak their language. And if you roll up on these guys and say, hey, help us out, they're like, foreigners, kill them. Which is not fun. Don't want that. Oh, you're just gonna let me run? Cool, thank you. I need to reset the ability to fly, so I have done that. Skippity, let us go. So yeah, not having that little extra bit of cash right this second is annoying, but I'm gonna have to think. What is it that I desperately need right this second? Well, pretty much just those 3 items and the Dragon Ball. Okay, so I need bubbles. Excuse me. The things that I'm not going to be able to buy later, I might as well go ahead and get now. So the Chi-Chi. And I do need this Bukajutsu. So I'm going to have to play a little bit fast and loose with some of those items right there. And I'll have to do a detour shopping prior to the next dungeon, which is just another cave. They're all caves in this game. Sure, there's buildings, but they don't have you do anything cool and intricate. You can't wander around and freeze a ship, which would have been a cool dungeon. They didn't do it. So how many bubbles do I have? 4 or 5, something, whatever. So yeah, you can't turn off combat in caves. I need all those items that let me turn off combat in a cave. So here I am getting them. And I need a couple of items out of this cave for later use. Specific usages. Because the game has weird coding errors where it'll try to reset itself in a couple of spots, and you probably don't want that, so let's just avoid that. Yeah, I've got 4, which is enough for this cave, but I'm still going to need 2 more for the next cave. And actually 4 technically isn't enough, because... Oh, I don't buy the Chi-Chi, because the Chi-Chi is right here. You know what? Hell with it. I'll just throw out the regular routing and go get a Mega Elixir. They cost a ton, so it'll fix a lot. So there's those Cybermen that I don't want to fight, because those are the ones that can turn into us. Yeah, I don't want that. Okay, well, they're just gonna run. That's fine. Let me see. Let the map slowly catch up. Okay, great. Great, there's that. And now I have to use one of the 2 last bubbles. And I didn't grab... Did I grab the other one? Yeah, okay. No, we're good. I don't really even need that other Chi-Chi at this point. That's the Chi-Chi is Goku's wife. And her item lets you turn any of those cards at the bottom of the screen into a Ki Blast. It's your magic attacks in the game. So if one of those comes up, instead of trying to use your specialty fighting, whatever, against enemies, like if it's your preferred fighting style, you'll hit everybody instead of just one guy. Or if it's just one guy, then you'll do more damage to him, because of course you will. Chi-Chi takes that symbol in the middle and turns it into Ki Blasts, which are the massive heavy hitters in the game. And they are surprisingly cheap, so getting your hands on a whole mess of them is kind of the name of the game in the glitchless run. Bloody hell. Hydrating! Alright. So, this is somebody who, prior to going to Earth, was just as strong as Veggie was. In the show, he rolls up on Veggie. He's like, "Look, we're the same power level. What are you gonna do? You gonna try to fight me?" And he's like, "Yes, I am. Bye." So, he kind of got obliterated. Now, no one in the game tells you to find this other small child, which you have to do to be able to progress the plot. He's hiding in a pot. There he is. We found him. Oh boy. And now that I have both of the children and those other 2 Namekians who just kind of wanted to join us, we're now going to go fight Dodoria. You know, the one who was pot-shotting villagers and children. And also our ship. No, you jerk. No, don't do that. Well, he's going to do exactly that. So I guess the only thing that we should do at this point is shoot him. Shoot him in the face with punches. Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be a punch or not. I'm just, you know, we're just guessing. We're just spitballing. He might have tried to fight him normally. No, he's going to stare him down, and he's dead. With that... with the stare of doom from Gohan. That's what you do, right? Dead. Okay, use that more. Use that more. Also, by the way, Piccolo just died. He enjoyed his little tour of Namek, and now he's dead. So he gets to go do his training montage with King Kai. And meanwhile, Goku also gets to do a training montage. If you're not familiar with Dragon Ball, let me talk to you about training. It's what they do all the time. Bleh. And you didn't even one-shot... So when you're doing this, Goku is flying towards Namek right now, and he's in a ship that was built specially for him that can go up to 100 times Earth's gravity. And regardless of what setting you select, you will always get 2 levels upon succeeding. So you just constantly set the lowest one, and then you probably beat the hell out of the ship. Or jump around a lot, like that. Look at that, I gained 2 levels. Woo! Alright, yeah! Goku, you big goober. uh... We don't even get a full round of the training music anymore. It's just, well, there it was, bye! Because Goku is a little bit too powerful now. And we're just going to keep doing that. By the way, he's irrelevant for the remainder of the game. It's a bit of a given, but actually, Goku is irrelevant in every section of this game outside of that first fight that he does in Radar. He's not used. Piccolo isn't really used either. I mean, they have their training montages, but they're just for fluff. They're like, look, normally Piccolo rolls up here, and his power level is like 5,000. And by the time he takes on his training finale, he's at about 8,000. He's at 18,000 right now. You would think after one jump, King Kai would be like, oh, no, you're good. Why are you here? Go away. You don't need this. We still have to do it. Because, again, I can't look at my watch. Let me look at my watch. Alright, here's the real difficult one, Mr. One-Shot. You can only use 3 cards this time. Yeah, I'll do it in 1. Oh, like the previous 2 times you did. Why am I putting you through this? Right, so for those of you who are a fan of Dragon Ball Z Abridged, which is great. I wish they were doing more, but it was a fine cutoff point. So there's Ghost Nappa. And look at my watch, and Ghost Nappa is dead. We already knew that part too. Okay, Ghost Nappa has been defeated. There we are. Yes. Meanwhile, let's have another cutscene. Veggie, who beat up Kiwi. You can use him in that fight. You do in the glitchless route. He's kind of instrumental to beating the heck out of him. But, in the show, canon, he beats up Kiwi, and then he rolls up on Zarbon here, and is like, oh, I could totally beat you up. But then Zarbon powers up, unbeknownst to Veggie, steamrolls him, then they make the tremendous mistake of allowing him to heal. So instead of all that, let's go back to the regular crew. Yeah. Words. The children are like, we're getting the heck out of here. The other Namekians are like, we're getting out of here. Bulma's like, I'm gonna hide. Oh, that's right. The children stay. Given how powerful we are, I think that's probably like, oh, well, why would we go elsewhere when you're clearly the safest thing to be around right now? That's a good decision right there. So I need to sell off that. I just sold a Mega Elixir. And I actually only really need 1 Bubbles right this second. I do actually have the other Bukujutsu. I do. Great, let's roll. So, in order to get to Guru's Palace, aka Saikaru, the leader of all the Namekians, there is a fairy that is in a pond that tells you, no, you have to go finish these trials where you go to these other caves and you look in all of the holes, and eventually Dende's like, this is dumb, I think we've learned enough, let's go back to the fairy. The fairy's like, you have learned enough. And then they let you progress onwards. They open up the other half of the cave for you to be able to pass through. Good fun times. You could do all that, or you could just go to this one hole, search here, you get another Mega Elixir, and then we leave. It's some solid planning right here. I do believe that is a good way to handle our business. So now I get to go do that shopping again, but for realsies this time, because I had to do that stupid detour. Because I didn't pass the minigame, because I'm smart. Right, what do I have to sell off? I never remember. Piccolo and that. Not that and that. Great. Get a lot more money than I'm used to. Hang on. Oh, I did have a bubbles. Oh, I did have the spare bubbles. I didn't... Alright, it's whatever. Great. The other things I was supposed to buy the previous round of shopping was another one of those Bukajutsus. I bought the Chi-Chi card. Yes. Yes. Great. Trying to rework this on the fly. My apologies. So I need to buy 12 of these, which leaves me with, what, 60? No. 75 points. Great. And then a Bukajutsu, and I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm probably fudging the numbers somewhere, but we'll work it out. Double check. Need that, obviously. Need that coming up shortly. Good thing, good thing. Got the stun, all the bubbles, and the Bukajutsu for the very end. Great. Okay, so we're back on track. That little stunt right there cost me like 3 minutes. So, yay. Now we can just roll up on this fairy in a pond, and her reaction is, "No, you're good. Just go. You don't have to bother talking to me. We're fine here." Yay! There's my cat. Hi, cat. Hi, Manny. I'm desperately hoping he doesn't try to jump up onto the desk right now, because his preferred landing spot for getting onto the desk is right where I put my camera. I don't think I want that to happen. Hi, Manny. What you doing? It's okay, I don't actually have to look at the game when you're doing here. Hey. So we just walk through a cave right here. We keep using the items that shut off combat. We keep on moving. Down here is that fairy pond. Normally she says, "No, you didn't do the thing." Now she's like, "Oh, you did the thing," and then you immediately sold the thing. Hey, wait, that's not cool at all. Totally cool. No one cares. So you'll still be able to hear me, but let's just stare at my cat instead as I try to reset the camera. Here's Manny. All right. So I didn't want to be in this fight, but I'm in this fight, so I'm just going to radar away from it and walk out of this area of the cave and use another item, as you do. Great. Moving on. I'm going to lean in a little bit closer just to make sure that my audio level has not dipped tremendously and all that jazz. We do have this mandatory fight coming up. Good, I don't have to change the party order. So, you can make items, or I guess cards, the things at the bottom of the screen. You can make those out of thin air, and it's kind of fun like that. So what we're going to do is we are going to use that item, and because that's on the transition screen, now I just made a card out of nowhere, and we're going to go ahead and beat up Not Dodoria. Oh, look at that. He totally kicked Gohan right in the abs. In the super hardened abs. And he's dead. Ah, that was hard. So I made a super card there. You'll note it doesn't even have a Dragon Ball on top that would denote the offensive rating of it. That's because it does special things based off of what the defense is. And since you can change up, I say, you're penalized every time you try and fail to run in this game. It will subtract 1 from the top and bottom of those Dragon Balls. So if you fail to run, now if you decide to fight, your offense and defense are going to be worse. If you get all of the cards on the screen dropped down to 1, you cannot run. The game takes that ability away from you. So you have to fight, and you have the worst possible offense and defense going for you. Not a great decision on their part. We're just not going to let that happen, and instead we're going to make a super card that you can. That thing also effectively means you can run forever. It will never go away because it doesn't have an offensive rating to remove. So oh no, I guess I'll just go over here instead. But the important thing is that I don't want to use it for running purposes, because what the card is going to do is very different depending on what the defensive rating is, and I want to get it to a specific defensive rating so I can have super-powered blasts that can kill the final bosses in one shot. Kind of a good thing to not have to worry about fighting them, you know? So we visited Guru. He didn't power us up because he looked at us and went, whoa. No. Get a load of these kids. Yes, sir, I could feel them coming from off-world. They're that powerful. No. Go get a plasma TV. Sir, no. We've discussed this. It is an egregious misuse of your power. Egregious, my foot up here. Anyways, if you haven't seen Dragon Ball Z Abridged, it's better than the show and a lot shorter, and has better character development and all that jazz. Meanwhile, that's Manny. Hi, Manny. So I'm just gonna leave this cave, and I'm sure nothing bad will happen at all. Why am I in a fight? I should have been able to get to the exit off of that one. Right, so we're just gonna walk out of this section of the cave, or at least try to. Or they'll run from us. That is also a fun situation. So after this is Zarbon. You remember that guy who, in the cutscene, beat up Vegeta, which was all of the laughs. It was great. Not if you're a fan of Vegeta. I get that. I should have run from that fight, because I'm actually kind of trying to remember where the middle move up is. I'll say I'm pretty sure I got it, and I did, much to my amazement, but I can't immediately use another Bubbles item because that puts you both in and out of combat. Yeah, I'll just take the run, I'll just try to run, and it worked, which means now I can actually use it. I'm simultaneously in and out of combat, but that is not an item that will allow you to do an in and or out of combat maneuver. So I can't shut off the combat until I actually get out of combat. Kind of dumb like that. I don't even remember where I am on the step count at this point. Oh, I think that was my last Bubbles. Oh, that's fine. This is okay. So we're just walking out of a big blue cave. That's all that's happening right here. Oh, Manny tired. Hi, man. This big hulking brute of a cat here, he don't like to talk to me unless I'm getting ready to feed him one of the fancy cans of Whiskers or whatever shreds. That's when he'll let me know, yes, I am ready for the tasty and delicious treats. Meanwhile, there's Veggie who wants to fight us. Not a good idea. Here's Zarbon who wants to fight us. Really not a good idea. So we're just gonna look at my watch. That fight's over, and now the epic stare down between Gohan with the eyes of death and Zarbon, who's well, he's actually dead. We don't have to go through the multiple fights with him or anything like that. He's just he's a ghost. He's a ghost. Right out of Zach Baggins, my man. So don't let this. This is fine. This is normal. This is how the game is supposed to look. Sure. So, Frieza has realized, oh, well, I should probably call in the big guns. And those were the big guns. The most powerful of them has a battle power of 180,000. Once again, not really something that I think we're worried about. Meanwhile, Goku has to finish his training. Of course he does. We got 4 more rounds of this. And do whatever the thing and you win. And I really want to make sure I don't accidentally spend that super card. I can make another one. I just don't want to have to. Okay. Annie. See, even with a failure, I can't get through the entirety of the song. Goku, why? You're too strong. Even though you're handling the weakest person on the team right now. Piccolo's more powerful than you, and he's been doing nothing but sitting underneath a tree. Nerd. Oh well. So this is how my days go. I will sit there playing a various game, and I will have the cat next to me, and I will pet the cat. Yay! So here comes the Ginyu squad, or rather, they've already landed. And you might be asking yourself, Self, why am I watching this? And that's a great question. But the next question is, how come we haven't been collecting the Dragon Balls? See, we've only got 2. You could have most of them at this point. Problem though, Ginyu squad here. A, they want those Dragon Balls. 2, they're just gonna collect them for us. Like, look, got them all, thanks. And since they don't quite realize just how powerful we are, yeah, they're gonna have a bad time. Look, there's all 7 Dragon Balls. You guys could have just immediately wished for something right that second. Except none of you speak Namekian, so I guess that probably wouldn't. So I'm going to, instead of using the Dragon Radar, I'm going to use that item which lets us leave caves. Because for some odd reason, that fight is in a cave. And if you try to radar out of it, the game soft locks. You're just floating up above them forever, and you never seem to want to drop back down to the ground. You're just, hey guys, I want to, oh. And I hope you saved recently. But instead of that, we're now going to graciously let the main character rejoin the party, so he can do all of nothing. But before that, I've got more details. Remember, I said the defensive rating, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. Now I'm going to use this Goku card to make another separate awesome super card. And now I'm gonna stare lovingly into Goku's eyes. Man, look at those eyes. He doesn't have that killer death stare that Gohan does. You know, it's what it... Game, are you doing this to me again? You're doing this to me again. Okay, well, Krillin, clear out the garbage that I don't want. Thank you. And now duplicate those. Duplicate all of them, please. And Bata is dead. He just died because I looked at my watch. Now... how do you feel about trying to navigate on this map to a specific point to try and find where the next boss is? I can do it blindfolded, although to be fair, a lot of it is just diagonals, but still, you know, that's fun. Ginyu says, I want to have a fair fight, one-on-one, mano-a-mano. Which also means no items, but that doesn't mean pre-made super cards that absolutely ignite him from orbit.
Hey, buddy, how you feel about this particular attack right here? I know you've got, like, 400 hit points and all, but, I might have just cleared that a little bit too much. Yeah, that's a death right there.
Ginyu, whose big thing is that he swaps into other people's bodies. He's like, that person is stronger than me, I'm gonna take your body now and it's mine. Clearly, his reaction is, ooh, I need that guy. It's a good thing he didn't actually meet the rest of the party. But here he is, him and the one other remaining member of the Ginyu squad. They unfortunately ran into a very, very mad Gohan. So their Ginyu / Goku is dead, and here's Jisoo, who is dead. So there went the bad guys. Unfortunately, Goku's kinda laid up, so we need to go put him in the hospital. And congratulations to Goku. He has survived the game. This is the last that we will see of him. This is it. We help him into a healing pod, and peace out.
Alright, Dad, we'll come back and get you later.
No, we won't. Bye. So, we need to go find those other Dragon Balls. They are in a cave. I guess that's enough cat cam for now, isn't it? There we go. Hello, I'm back. A little Ron Swanson was here again. Ron Swanson. I mean, you gotta do what you can to be able to try and show off the Tom Selleck, right? Which I realize that's a pretty dated reference, and most of you are like, who is this old man, and why does he keep talking? And I can't help it. I just but also, Ron Swanson, I think at this point that is probably replaced saying the Magnum PI or the Tom Selleck. It is now the Ron Swanson, isn't it? I mean, he had the same hair, it's just Ron didn't have a Corvette. Wait, what is it, a Corvette? What did Magnum PI drive? All I remember is that in Japan they called the show Big Man in a Little Car. Right, yes, no, yes. Hey look, I found Frieza. He's guarding all 7 Dragon Balls. Well, this will be a epic, climactic fight oh, he's dead. Well, that was easy. Why was that easy? That shouldn't have been easy. It was easy because, once again, it was one of those Cybermen. Ha ha! And you easily blow them up. We take our Dragon Balls, which are shaped like a Christmas tree. Dragon Balls, sitting in a cave. Something, something, Chaozu is a creepy clown baby. That's the official words to that song. But now that we have the Dragon Balls, alright guys, let's summon the dragon. What do you mean none of you speak Namekian? We'll go find a Namekian. And Vegeta decides this is the right time to take a nap. Oh, stupid man. Frieza, who got distracted trying to find the Guru, because he thought he would have the Dragon Balls. And he did not. Instead, here, go fight Nail. Nail. Yeah, I already know, sir. I'm gonna look at my watch, and I'm not gonna fight this guy. Ask you, Nail. Nail's just totally nearly most of the way dead. Not all the way, just most of the way. Not wrong about the Tom Selleck reference. Hey, I'm an old man. I can make them references. Just like talking about the onion on my belt, which was the style at the time. Alright, so we find Dende, who's like, yes, I can summon your stupid dragon for you. Alright, we want you to bring our friend Piccolo back. Yes! And bring him here to help fight. No! Alright, your third wish. Whoop. That means Guru died, so we don't get our third wish. Oh well. And Veggie, very mad about not being immortal. I think he should also be pretty mad about the fact that everyone is vastly more powerful than him right now. Ugh, I'm gonna have to have the bald one fire many, many holes through my chest just to try and catch up. I don't think you'd survive that, Vegeta. Try me, little man. No, I really think you would die. But I tell you what, we'll give Veggie his moment in the sun. We'll give him his moment in the sun. We will let him fight Frieza, because it's faster if it actually goes down the way you want it to. Because I've got this swanky little item right here that stuns Frieza, and occasionally Vegeta just doesn't want to fight, and if that happens, it didn't happen. Occasionally he'll say, oh, I'm gonna send out him instead, and he just pushes somebody else out in front of him. They don't get to attack, they just get to stand there and get punched. So it's faster if Veggie says, oh, I'm not gonna fight, because then Frieza's not doing anything. The person's not gonna do anything. Oh well. Alright, chat, I put it to you. Because normally, this is the end of Piccolo. He gets dropped off on Namek, never to be seen again. After fusing with Nail, obviously, because they're like twins. I put it to you. You want me to spend the 3 minutes to get Piccolo back? Because we're not gonna see Goku, but we can see Piccolo. Yes? No? Yes? I take it back. If we are just a little bit like ahead, like I think we were before, we dropped off Piccolo. He met up with a buddy. They're now hanging out on Namek forever. That's it. Piccolo is now just on Namek. In terms of coding, you're all too late. In terms of coding, he's on a completely different map that we cannot reach anymore, so that's just where he is. Where am I going? I have to go up more. What on earth am I doing? Nope, too late! I didn't do the thing! Ha ha! So instead, we're gonna go ahead and beat up these thugs. Or thigs? What is this, Getaven? Petting the cat. You can't see it anymore, but yes, he loves just on that little stand right there. I guess I did hit that split. Oh well. So there's a couple of not Ginyus. And then here's a bunch of not Ginyus with other buddies, but I can actually just radar away from this one. And finally, it's the not Ginyu squad. Yay! And I don't really feel like dealing with them either. So I'm gonna try to look at my watch. Thank you. And you remember that first form Frieza that we didn't beat up, and then he apparently went to his second form because there it is, and now he's gonna go to his third form. I think you can guess what's going to happen. It's gonna involve not fighting because I don't wanna. Oh, look at that. Look at that big old Frieza doing his Frieza stuff. So I'm just gonna walk away from him. And now we have to do something, I think it's 18 fights. Somebody count them out for me. Come on, count them out. Alright. That's my best Bad Breaks impression. Come on. There's what, fight number 1? Yay! Fight number 2. And occasionally Frieza's like, hey, yo, fight me! And my reaction is, as you would guess, nah. I don't think you want any of this. Also, you can't kill him until he eventually says, no, this is dumb. You know what? Let's go hash it out on this this island south of here, right? That does not go well for him. Would you do the thing? Thank you. I mean, it's not like the inputs are precise or anything. I'm just really bad at it today. Hey, look, it's not Frieza again, and it's not the Ginyu squad. Oh no, we're gonna get sued by Ridley Scott. Just like how you can turn off combat when flying around, you can guaranteed get into a fight by tapping in one direction and Y at the same time. Like that. So, for those of you who are complete maniacs and actually wanted to grind everybody up, using that little trick right here, right there, to get your guaranteed fights for the supermassive grind to get everybody to their maximum level, it's actually not that bad. It takes like an hour and a half, which sounds really bad, but it's the only time where you have to do any grinding whatsoever, and I only did it once for like true 100%, at least for the initial routing, and then it didn't save that video for me, and I'm very, very mad about that, so the best I have is story mode percent. Yay. Which was still just under 4 hours. Or you could just do glitchless, and I'm really mad that I didn't record the run that I did in the practice room at Limit Break like 4 or 5 years ago, where I beat the world record by 12 minutes. No, why record that? Or I could just not hit A enough times. There we go. Thank you. Record your runs, kids. Come on. Come on. My sister is actually speedrunning now, and apparently she has video to prove it. I'll have to check that out, because I likes me some Mario Kart. Hell yeah. Although I am now deathly worried that she's better at Mario Kart than me. I'm sure we'll wind up hashing that out. I never really practiced, I just knew. I knew like 1 or 2 like cool shortcuts. Never really got them in races. Like, you'd spend forever just trying to get up and over the frickin' wall in Wario's stadium. You only gotta nail it once, and then you can just drive regular for the rest of that run, and you're still winning. Against players. The rubber banding by the computer gets silly. Alright, chat, I have enough time to actually ask you a question now. If I can do this correctly. There we go. Thank you. So, of the 3 people who have the capability of being able to kill Frieza, I have Gohan, I have Krillin, and I have Yamcha. Who do you want to see kill Frieza? Gohan, Krillin, Yamcha. Go. Anyone. First name I see is the one that kills him. Excuse me. Alright, so yappy, yappy, yappy. Who cares? Whatever. Gohan, blow him up. First name I see, go. There's that stare down. It's what he's known for. Krillin! It's a Krillin. Krillin gets the kill. I'm fine with that. We're gonna go with Krillin. Nope, there's a longer cutscene here. I always forget that. I respect the effort. Tell you what, I'll send out Krillin I'll send out Yamcha as a backup plan, alright? That's the plan. Oh, and he has to kill off Dende. It's what he does. Look, he's killing the white mage. Nobody messes with the white mage. Okay, so... Right, Krillin it is. Krillin with the multi-Kienzan, and Yamcha, you can go ahead and join in for fun, too. In fact, let's just throw everybody out there. Everybody go. Everybody go. Let's see it. All right. So Krillin's going to chuck 4. No, he's going to go for the stare down. I don't know if that kills. Nope, that kills, and that's time. So we rolled up on the final boss, and everybody's just... I'm out. Well, I could have spent 5 minutes getting Goku into the party, and then killing somebody off, and then Vegeta, who sees someone die, and then sees Goku go Super Saiyan, just magically knows, oh, so it's just extreme anger. Clearly, I've never experienced that before, so let me give that a shot. Wah! And he goes Super Saiyan and is the super final boss. Let me just talk about how trivial that fight is in Radar. Because you've seen how powerful these guys are. You saw how powerful those super cards are. Because the final form of Frieza only has 2,000 hit points. We're hitting for 2,900? It ain't much left of Veggie in those fights. That and Goku is even more powerful than these guys, so he finally becomes relevant. So, that's it. Again, due to illness, I have been Drumboardist. I would shout out my channel, but I rarely stream it. Or I don't know, go follow my sister. She's running Mario Kart. She's fun. She was talking in chat earlier. KG from KC. Follow her. And also follow all the actual runners from License-a-thon, right? Thanks to y'all for having me yet again. And I'm excited for that next runner of Sleep. I'm always down for that one. That's good times right there. Yeah, that's it for me, and thanks y'all for having me, and Manny, where are you? Manny.
All right, everyone, and that brings us to the end of day 2. It's almost hard to think about it, but we're 2/3 of the way through the marathon this year. I don't know. Tomorrow's going to be pretty exceptional. We've had 2 great days of marathon so far, and man, tomorrow is going to be even better. Tomorrow is a whole bunch of really cool runs, including Toby Block, the much-anticipated Spider-Man triple feature, featuring the first ever task we've shown and our speedrun.com front page spot, as well as some great anime games, some arcade games, and a whole bunch of games that are listed in red on my schedule because we didn't think that we were going to get as many submissions as we did. So I am super, super pumped for next, for tomorrow, but for now, we are going to raid someone, and I didn't plan who we were going to raid because I'm not a very good host. I knew who we were raiding. I know who we're rating. Yep, okay. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching tonight. We are going to be back at about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning Eastern Time. For now, we are going to raid Punchy. Also a fantastic speedrunner and lover of both licensed and Kusoge. Have a great night, everyone, or morning as it were. I will see you all tomorrow.